What's up, guys? So I've been using this for my back pain. I haven't had any money in like a month and a half, and so my federal tax return came in. Or not federal, my state. My federal will be coming in soon. So I got my internet, phone bill, renter's insurance, and full tank of gas. But wouldn't y'all know that, funnily enough, um, are you supposed to shake this? I gotta go in the bathroom and do this because I don't want the cats to get this aerosol. Um, but my let me see my internet was due the 29th of last month, and my phone bill was due the 1st. And what's today? The 9th? It's like a week late and it's still on. I used to work at Spectrum, and if you don't pay your bill by the time the bill's due on that day, at midnight it cuts off. So it's by the grace of God, thank you Lord, that my stuff was still on, because had it not been on, I wouldn't have been able to reach anybody or make any content or try to get my GoFundMe going or get affiliate or anything. But I'm gonna go spray this spray on and see what the difference is between, because the spray I can reach all the areas, but the roll on you can only get so far unless you got like them elastic arms or whatever. But I'm gonna so whenever I make a video while I'm doing the stream on OBS, I'll make my screen bigger and turn the audio on, and so y'all can get the story, what's going on. So let me spray this. I'm gonna put my shirt on. Just give me a second. I gotta pee anyway. What's up, mommy? What's up, pretty girl? Mommy, what are you doing? Who's looking for daddy? Come here, I fetch you. Come on. Come on, Eno. Come here. Come here, sweet angel. Baby daddy. Come here, you want daddy touch you? Oh, look at baby girl. Here's my girl. That's my daughter. My daughter. What's she doing? Hungry girl? Oh my goodness. What's hers doing today? Look at you. I got you some wet food, okay? I got you the one, the chicken and the turkeys that you like. And then I got you some other ones, some salmon and duck. And see if you like it, okay? It's not the taste of the wild, it's blue wilderness, but it's still good food. It's real good food for babies. It's the best food. Yeah. I love you. And you, my girl. Look how pretty you are. Oh, such a baby girl. Yeah. I love on her. I love on her. Oh my goodness, such a baby girl. A real pretty tail. It's Harley. Yeah. I love you, baby. Oh my girl. You're the most prettiest little girl I know. Yeah. Baby girl. I missed you. Daddy missed you. Yes, I did. I miss my baby girl. Okay. That's about enough petting for her, I can already tell you. I put the spray up in the thing, in the cabinet. This one I haven't opened, but I was going to get one, but I was like, let me try the other one. I put a good amount on there, so let's just give it a second. Let's just give it a second, and let's rock it. Let me check this out with Vince McMahon. It's crazy.
I said it was a coincidence, but Punk rejected what Vince said, and he said that the package was shipped overnight, and that Vince knew exactly what he was doing.
When Doug and Andre came to TurboTax,
We navigated a turbulent housing market.
And up next we have saying
Bro, this thing is playing a commercial like every 10 seconds. It's crazy.
the N-word on live TV. There's no doubt that the WWE has pushed the limits of decency and what it can get away with throughout the years, especially in the attitude and ruthless aggression areas. It's central to the old school mentality that controversy creates cash. That said, there was one shameful moment in the past which should have been avoided entirely, since it was not only done in poor taste, but it was also extremely racist. In a backstage segment at Survivor Series 2005, Vince McMahon approached John Cena and dropped the N-word casually in conversation, within an earshot of Booker T and Sharmell. Even though the segment was for comedic purposes, it faced significant backlash from the media and fans. The segment was defended by WWE, and they said it was an outlandish and satirical skit involving fictional characters, similar to that of many scripted television shows and movies. And up next we have the 2022 Hush Money scandal. 2022's biggest wrestling story kicked off on June 15 when it was reported that WWE's board of directors was using an independent law firm to investigate a $3 million settlement that Vince McMahon paid a former subordinate months earlier. It turns out that this $3 million was hush money to a paralegal that used to work at WWE. The hush money was paid to this paralegal because Vince McMahon entered into a relationship with her and even passed her along to the then talent relations head, John Laurinaitis. The situation then deteriorated further from there, as it was revealed that he paid over $12 million in total as hush money to 3 other women that he sexually abused over the years. The first woman was described as a former wrestler who alleged that Vince McMahon coerced her into giving him orals and then demoted her, and ultimately declined to renew her contract in 2005 after she resisted further sexual encounters. It was reported that Vince McMahon gave this anonymous female wrestler $7.5 million in order for her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Another woman, described as a WWE contractor, accused Vince McMahon of sexual harassment on a consistent basis, and she had evidence of nude photos that McMahon had sent to him. Vince McMahon paid this woman $1 million in 2008 to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Another woman was a former manager in the corporate sense and not the ringside sense, who had worked for Vince McMahon for 10 years before he allegedly initiated a sexual relationship with her and SA'd her as well. She was paid $1 million in 2006 to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And now we're moving down the iceberg into Tier 4, with our first entry on Tier 4 being the Roy trial in 1994. The link between roids and professional wrestling reached a turning point in the early 1990s when Vince McMahon was indicted by the US Department of Justice on illegal activity relating to anabolic roids. He was accused of not only actively encouraging his wrestlers to use them, but that he had provided access to them too and handed them out like candy. The charges against McMahon could have led to up to 11 years in prison and a $1.5 million fine. The trial took place in 1994 and lasted 18 days. Of the multiple wrestlers who testified, the only one who claimed that Vince McMahon had directed him to juice was Nails. Hulk Hogan testified that he regularly juiced and would pick up the roids at the WWE headquarters, but denied that the WWE boss had ever told him to take them or given them to him. McMahon was ultimately acquitted of the charges of conspiracy to distribute juice to his wrestlers. And up next we have constantly booking himself to date divas. Vince McMahon has been heavily criticized for constantly booking his way into romantic moments with female performers. The ladies who have had romantic moments with Vince McMahon on television include Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson, Sable, Candice Michelle, and Stacy Keibler. Some of the most controversial segments that he booked involving these women was when he had Stacy Keibler's legs wrapped around his head when she was trying to get a job as his assistant. Vince McMahon would regularly kiss these ladies despite being married to Linda McMahon. McMahon, having complete control over the show, basically confirmed that he was the one booking his way into these moments, which made it even more controversial. And up next we have bullying Jim Ross. Jim Ross is a legend in the professional wrestling industry and a once-in-a-lifetime announcer who's also been instrumental behind the scenes. However, throughout his time in WWE, Jim Ross has been the butt of many of Vince McMahon's jokes, and he has been bullied backstage by Vince McMahon for many years. The bullying also leaked out on TV when Vince McMahon poked fun at Ross's real-life colon surgery in a WWE skit alongside a character named Dr. Heine. He also made the celebrated announcer join Vince's not-so-esteemed Kiss My Ass Club. Vince McMahon has also made fun of Jim Ross's Bell's palsy, which is a condition that causes facial muscles to paralyze for a short time. However, in 2012, on a segment on Raw, Vince McMahon crossed the line as he pulled his face and made light of JR's Bell's palsy in a poor attempt to impersonate the commentator. It was an unnecessary and harrowing moment since there was absolutely no need for McMahon to do it, yet he still chose to. Many figures from the wrestling community weren't impressed with McMahon's sick and cruel attempt at a joke and rightfully blasted him on social media. What makes this even more ironic was that this was all happening while McMahon and the WWE were promoting the Be a Star anti-bullying campaign.
I'm Bass Reeves, Deputy U.S. Marshal. Lawman Bass Reeves. All episodes now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
And up next we have Enjoys Firing People. During the pandemic, the WWE took the unpopular decision to release a plethora of talent. It was a brutal and widely condemned move by the industry, especially since the company wasn't exactly in dire financial straits, but left many wrestlers without the option to find any.
I almost hit the off button. So my back's feeling better. It's been really jacked up a while, so it's going to take a minute. But the spray is pretty much as effective as the cream. So yeah, I recommend both. This one is $9.99 at Kroger, and the other one is $11.99. So definitely worth it. But the roll-on thing lasted for like a month and a half, and I use it a lot, so it's worth it.